Welcome to No Stats, where we call it how we see it. You ready for the fight, please? All
Ready
right,
for
bro. We
some of
ain't
that.
doing elbows. Yeah. Tank Davis. Um, a fight a lot of people been waiting for. I know I've been waiting for it. I'm excited as hell. Um, a lot of the time these top boxers they kind of duck each other
Just
uh
about to say that.
purposely, because if I can continue making money and keep beating dudes and um almost getting the same purse. A lot of guys don't want to fight these top boxers because they feel like if they lose, you're not no longer as much of a prize fighter, right? You got that blemish on your record, and people, might look at you. It does some damage. But the true boxers want to fight each other and see who the best. So I think this is a case of this fight, and I'm happy as hell that it's happening. We're gonna get into predictions. We're gonna get into analyzing the fight and all of that. But I'm gonna let you go first. How you feel about the fight? You gonna be? I know you're gonna be tuning in.
You know I'm gonna be tuned in, man. Obviously by the shirt. This describes that fight all around, man. Get y'all popcorn ready, because this is gonna be a banger, long overdue. Like you said before, you usually got the top guys that usually avoiding each other in any sport, like any individual type fighting sport. You sometimes get that, but then you also have, dogs like these two guys that wanna, you know get their armor chinked, you know what I'm saying? Wanna be
Mm-hmm.
battle tested, iron sharp as iron. And whether you come out as the winner or loser in this, you're gonna go back to the drawing board, think about things that you can tweak going forward, and get the people what they want, man. The people
Facts.
have been wanting to see this for a long time now. And a little sour side of things. I was watching the press conference, and it just, they got to get their charisma better. Like it sounded like a lot of bullshit. It sounded like they was yelling
Yeah.
across the classroom at each other and shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, y'all gotta go holler at Vince McMahon or some shit. Get the promos better.
Ryan Garcia can't talk trash for shit. Like his trash talking is like borderline like second grade. Like your mom stink. Like that.
Yeah, bro. Like I
But
was watching, I was like, I said I ain't gonna tune in too much. I ain't trying to turn away from things. But
Yeah,
other than
gotta
that,
let it.
like when these two get in the ring, man, I can't wait.
No, for sure, bro. And I think this is the biggest fight. Well, not think this is the biggest fight for each individual boxer. Um,
Hmm.
Garcia, Ryan Garcia really hasn't faced a lot of the top boxers. A lot of people look at his resume as weak, or weaker, I'll say. The one test he had was that Luke Campbell fight. And I think that showed a lot. I tipped my hat to Ryan Garcia after that Luke Campbell fight because that was the first time you seen him vulnerable. He hit the ground off that left hook, but then
Hmm.
end up winning by TKO. So getting up off the floor, and um, I seen him on LeBron's The Shop, uninterrupted The Shop, and he was
Ryan
like,
Garcia?
yeah, he was on there, and they was asking him about that Luke Campbell knockdown, and he was like, it dazed me, like it hurt. He was like, I mean, I was dizzy seeing things. He's like, but after a while, I was like, I've been dizzier than this when I've been drunk. The fact that he's felt that, right? Because that's going to be an important fight in Tank, man. Tank is a counter boxer, got more power. So it's styles make fights, right? And you got
Hmm.
two boxers that have different styles. Ryan Garcia has the length, he's long, speed. Uh,
Unorthodox as well,
he is
too.
unorthodox, and he does have some power too. I don't want to underestimate Ryan's power, but it's not Tank power. And you got Tank, who's a
Yeah.
counter boxer. He gonna get up in you, um, and throw them power punches. And if he land one, you know that's the situation you put yourself in. Um, and to Tank's resume, he got a couple dudes. I know he stopped his last two fights against Hector Garcia and Rolly. Um, and he just looked dominant in both of those. He did. Now Hector has the height and the reach, kind of like Ryan Garcia had. And I thought Hector Garcia was doing okay in the beginning of those fights. Even Rolly in the beginning of the fight looked okay. In Tank's last two fights. But once again, it's that shot. You can tell like later on in the rounds, you get in those mid rounds, and that's where Tank kind of finds itself. But before I give you my predictions and all of that, I'm gonna let you go first. Or you want me to go first?
No. I'll take
right,
it over
all right.
here first because
All right.
I just want to say I'm glad these two have, finally put all the cards on the table because this is going to help elevate both of their careers going forward.
And the sport of
Win or
boxing.
lose. Absolutely. Because the sport needs this at this time. You know what I mean? And you need to, continue to create that aura, create that energy around boxing because this is all everybody's been talking about. So,
Yeah.
but as far as my prediction, as we sat here and we analyzed more, as I let it marinate, I'm a big underdog guy. I really want to ride with Garcia, but after watching the press conference and things like that, I'm starting. Look. I was Garcia. I'm gonna play both sides of the field. I think Tank wins by the points. I don't think it's going to be a knockout or anything like that. I think this will go all 12 rounds. Now, do I think one of them goes down? Yeah, I don't know what side of it. But I think if Tank could get into the body of Garcia, just with his short stockiness compared to Garcia's wiry frame, I think that could give Garcia problems. Now, if Garcia can use his speed, keep Tank at a distance, use his length now, then now we may be talking about a different fight here.
Yeah.
But like I said, my as everything marinated, I'm gonna go Tank with the points. But I might sprinkle on the side here, Garcia by the points. I don't see this fight ending in KO. I don't think they're gonna KO each other. I don't think it's gonna go like that. I think it's gonna come down to the judges at the end of the day. That's my take on it.
I like that. That's a good take. And you switched it up on me. I like how you caught me by surprise because
you know what I'm saying?
A week ago, everybody, Peach was on Garcia. Heavy. So I like that you came down to your senses. But I see this fight starting off a little slower than people expect. Those first few rounds is going to be fill-out rounds. I think Ryan is going to do what you said. He's going to keep Tank at a distance, utilize his reach, keep him at bay with the jab, and not get caught in the crossfires and get hit with a counter punch, and let Tank get in close. But I see about round 5 or 6, Ryan may be up on the scorecards, might be leading by a round or 2, and I think this is when the fight is going to pick up the tempo. And I think Tank is going to, and I'm getting specific here, but I think Tank is going to land a shot that kind of, sometimes in boxing you see a shot that kind of engages that fight back
turn
and
that
value.
Motherfucking energy up in there, baby.
Exactly. So I think Tank is going to land one that makes Ryan engage a little more, and I think that's going to be bad territory for Ryan. I think Tank is going to start taking over those mid rounds, and I'm saying a ninth round KO, bro. Tank.
You ain't even gonna get to 12, Garcia. You hear that?
And I like Garcia. I don't want to make it seem like Garcia can't win this fight. I think if Garcia can stay posed, take some shots, which I just gave him credit. He did get up from that Luke Campbell knockdown, that left hook. And I know Ryan gonna be trying to land his left hook. Garcia has knocked out, a few dudes with that left hook. But for me, bro, it's just the resumes, man. Tank has fought better fighters and bigger spotlights. And I just think, I don't know, man.
This is Garcia's biggest fight.
This is both of the biggest fight.
I see Tank's 28-0, Garcia's 23-0. Like it's with the resumes and the records. You know what I'm saying? The shirt says it all, people. The shirt says it all. Get your fucking popcorn ready.
I can't wait, bro. And this whole lightweight division as a whole, right? You got Devin Haney and Lomachenko is fighting on May 20th. You got Shakur Stevenson, who just came off a ass. He beat the shit out of Bull.
Crazy momentum right now.
And it's looking like he went the winner of that Devin Haney Lomachenko fight. So I'm hoping all of these guys, make it happen and fight each other. Don't duck no wreck. Give us some good boxing matches.
No wreck, man. Boxing needs it. It needs it, man.
Absolutely, bro. But yeah, I'm going with Tank here, bro. It'll like I said, it'll be exciting. I don't want people to feel like they're gonna come out, like you said, bro. I don't think they're gonna come out engaging early. But I think Tank towards the end of the fight, man. I think he gonna get Ryan to engage a little more and take that thing over.
Ryan's gonna have to really go into his bag in this fight. I think
He is.
like you know what I mean with this being his toughest foe, and you know with the energy that Tank's gonna be bringing because like you said, you know they'll be filling each other out, but eventually you know Tank's gonna try to take his fucking head off, and I think you know Garcia's gonna have to adjust and be mindful on how he can win this fight because even if it does go to the scoring card, I can see people leaning more Tank, you know, when you get into the political side of things. So I don't think Garcia wants this to go all 12. So he's definitely gonna have to figure something out. He's gonna have to weather the storm as far as like, you know, Tank building up that momentum, getting the crowd behind him and stuff. That's what I'm interested to see too. The energy in the building as far as who's the crowd gonna be leaning towards because I don't know what's Garcia's ethnicity. What is
Where he from? He from Baltimore. Garcia. Oh, you talking about Garcia? I don't know what Ryan Garcia is, to be honest.
Because what I noticed, like you know, on the UFC side of things, like there's a fight in like France and the dude's French. Right. You know, the whole stadium's gonna be behind him. So
but Garcia's from the States. So
okay.
Yeah, Garcia. Yeah, he's from the States. So Garcia, I think I think it's gonna be kind of even, bro. I think a lot of people like Ryan. But you're going to get some Tank. I think it's going to be hard to tell who's the favorite. I think. You know, or at least who the crowd's there for. But touching back on your point about it going the distance, I think that's Ryan's only hope. I don't think he's going to drop Tank.
Yeah.
He needs to go the distance. Like I said, I think he needs to play the jab. He needs to stay off the ropes. Because if Tank could get him on the ropes, you know, that uppercut is deadly, bro. Tank's uppercut is deadly. And if he tap his chin, I see Ryan folding and not getting up. So he got to stay off the ropes. You know, like I said, you know, use the science of boxing. Use that jab, catch him when you can, stick and move. Sit down on some of those left hooks. You know, let Tank feel some. Get him out. Get him off of his game, and use those first couple rounds to take jumping off to that lead, which I think Ryan will. Use those first couple rounds to gain the lead, stay off those ropes, and honestly try to make it a boring fight. I think that's the way Ryan wins. If this fight gets entertaining, bro, he got to make it boring.
Gonna go left quick, man.
Yeah, but I can see really quick. My last note. I can see it going to decision, like you said. I know my prediction is a 9th round knockout for Tank, but I can see it going to the distance and there being some controversy. The one thing I don't want to happen, and I don't even want to say it because I feel like I'm gonna jinx it. I don't want to draw. I don't want to draw, bro. Don't give us a draw.
How common is that in boxing?
It's not that common, bro. But it's more common than you think, if that makes sense. Like it's not like it never has. It's not like a tie in football. It's more. It happens more than that. But I just hope we don't get one of those. I don't want to see that.
That's gonna be a lead a sour taste in people's mouths, man.
Yeah. But go ahead. You had something else you wanted to say?
Yeah. Now it was funny. I'm drawing a blank on it now. I was gonna go somewhere with the I wonder what high profile celebrity is gonna be in there.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bunch of them. I think it's gonna be star studded. It's gonna be Hollywood row on the side of the.
Roll that red carpet out, man. They fighting in Vegas, right?
I believe so. I think they are in Vegas.
They gotta be at the MGM, one of them Johns.
So that's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. I can't wait.